Welcome back to the channel for Stuart Bingham. Welcome back. This time a bit more competitive. Going to play a best of 5. We call it money match. If you beat me, which probably will happen, I'll give you something. I'm not going to say what yet. But you're going to give me 30 start though.
30 start?
Yeah, my hands are chalking. Oh, well done. Okay, so your break. We're in the middle of June. Are you playing much at the moment?
Got to the obviously World Championships. I had the ump watching people. So obviously got a new cue for this season, and I've been put it into play. So I started practicing sort of while I was watching everyone play.
What's the reason for the new cue? Just a change, or?
Yeah, I had my old cue. I had that for about 7 years, and I put a ferrule on a couple of years ago, and it's never felt the same.
Really?
Just a few like tinny shots here and there, and.
Okay.
Felt like it was pushing a tad different, and falling out of love with it, and see something new. Obviously, Matt Selt, when he had his cue snapped in Saudi,
yeah,
he had a few sent over, and I picked a cue up what he had, and it was this one.
Right.
And I obviously fell in love with it. Ended up getting hold of Tom Param.
Yeah.
In Thailand. I'm like, any chance of that cue? He was sending it over. It was in transit when I spoke to him.
Right.
To Stuart Green of Green Base, and they've ended up sort of sending it to me from there.
Right.
I've had it about 7-8 months, had a little practice here and there, but put it into play now.
I like it. Nice. That's the same one that Ronnie used at the World Championship. Same make?
Yeah, he was using Tom Param, obviously the titanium ferrule.
Yeah, you've got the titanium ferrule.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Explain to me why Neil Robertson's the same. So Ronnie, although Ronnie went back to brass in his match against Sintong, explain to me why you would aim a certain way your whole life, and all of a sudden want to change the way you aim now.
Well, obviously, I played a bit of pool for the 9 ball,
right?
And the Americans obviously play with all the cues and all that. They feel like we're stuck in the 80s.
Really? Like
the old brass pushing, it pushes off so much.
Yeah.
I had a friend, Hunter Lombardo, in America. And he said, like, you should try, I think, is it the plastic ferrule?
Yeah, Steve tried that. Yeah, and that's even less throw than the titanium.
Yeah, and he said, like, that you've got to try that. He said, you're actually hitting where you're aiming.
Right.
So I suppose looking at it that way, like you say, we've aimed sort of bit aside, aiming to miss the ball to try and pop the ball. Yeah. Where the Americans seem like they sort of go into
obviously it's a bigger table, so there's more room as well, I suppose. So it makes even more sense to be, aiming where you want to hit it, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. And I think with the, does it go?
It goes, red goes, yeah. I just think it seems like a massive change to make. Good shot. And as I say, after your whole career aiming a certain way, to all of a sudden want to go a different way, a different route.
Yeah, like
is it just like something? I mean, how long have you been a pro now? How long have you been playing snooker?
This is my 30th year as a pro.
30th year. Is it a fact of you need something to sort of give you the sort of incentive to practice? Something different?
I think so. Like I say, obviously I started practicing a couple of months ago already. Yeah. And I'm obviously enjoying it, something different. Right. Obviously I'm playing, I've done a few sort of exhibitions lately. I'm still missing the odd ball where it don't throw and things like that. But yeah, it's helping me sort of get back to enjoying the game, I think, as well.
So would you say it's not completely 100% ingrained in then yet? God, this table's quick.
Not yet, as you can see. But it's just sort of a few shots here and there. Obviously, we see Ronnie play at the Worlds.
Yeah.
He had trouble sort of missing the odd ball thin here and there. Mm. And yeah, it's just like you say, you've been doing it 30 odd years, 40 odd years with a brass, and now you're changing. Yeah. So it's just trying to adapt. Yeah,
because you say we all sort of play shots allowing for side, don't we? And then it's weird because you say to people it's alien to actually look at a potting point of a ball, and that's where you're going to hit it, because we're aiming to miss it. Yeah. And hoping the side brings it back, isn't it?
Not putting it back?
Nah, might put me in trouble. 2 safety shots in a row, this is unbelievable.
I was going to say that.
I'm telling you, a bit more serious this is. Yeah. This is, wow.
So that's what happens when you play safe.
Yeah, obviously. You do well to get in a colour though.
Kill.
Oh, not ball runs, nah, it's all right. See how it goes quiet, I stop asking questions when it's me at the table.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So how do you get on with these? so far.
Made a century against Robertson. Oh my God.
Easy long blue then.
I used to love these. I can't believe how reactive this cloth is.
Yeah, I remember last time you come, it was quite dead. And
is this that new cloth? Is it?
Just had obviously a new table fitter, and he's done an unbelievable job on it. Ball run, is that you now? Is it?
Well, I missed it thick. So if I'd potted the blue, I'd have been perfect on the red. Good cue ball. So how are you enjoying the pool in China?
Yeah, obviously.
You play more and more, but do you reckon, or?
Yeah, I'll try and play as much as I can. Obviously, with the snooker, sort of winning, losing, not maybe probably as consistent as a few years ago, but. But yeah, any chance I can play. I had someone message me saying, "Have you lost all the passion for the snooker and that? Because you're playing a bit of pool, bit of Chinese, bit of 9-ball."
Yeah. Is it just like, I mean, as I say, again, you've been pro 30 odd years. Is it just just sort of break it up a little bit? And obviously the financial opportunities over there, there's a lot of money in the pool, isn't there, in China?
In the China, yeah. Obviously they just had the grand finals. It was like $750,000 to the winner. It was an ex-snooker player, Chinese snooker player who won.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, there's so much opportunity.
Because I know Williams is playing a bit, Matt Selt's playing a bit. There's a few, isn't there, going over now?
Yeah, I sort of have a little ongoing chat with Matt.
Yeah.
He reckons he's number 1 and I'm number 2 from the snooker side. But
is that not like Matt to sort of big himself up, is it, a bit at all?
But ask him how he got on against me.
And can you use the same cue action? Because I found my cue differently when I played Chinese pool. I don't know what made me, I don't know whether it was just me or not, but I just found that I didn't hit the ball. I just had a different action. It was just, you just play the same.
Yeah, just play
same cue, snooker cue or China pool cue?
I've actually got a cue off of Paget. He started doing cues and he gave me a cue to play. So, sure. So yeah, I've sort of put that in play. Like I say, I've played 4 or 5 events.
What's the best you've done?
Last 2 times I've got 24. Last 24.
Because it's all double elimination stuff and it's quite complicated.
So I've come up against some of the good players, some of the top Chinese players, and it felt like I held my own a bit.
Almost had a pause there.
6, I've got 1.
Do you think it's the most, the best form of pool, or?
Yeah, it's a bit of everything. It's a bit of 9-ball with the pockets, with the balls. You got the snooker size pockets, and then obviously the pool table sort of size table really. So I think it's a bit of everything, and I think they're trying to get that into the Olympics. So.
How long do you reckon before a snooker player can win something over there? Because I think it's going to be a while. I think they're.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference? What's stopping you?
The tactical side, I'd say.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
They're sort of changing rules every time we go over there. They seem to sort of try and change the rules to try and make it. I suppose that anyone could win, but the Chinese, they obviously they're practicing it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm only playing it when I go over there.
How you like for slamming it down the cushion?
Yeah, no. I'll try and nudge it off.
Yeah, I've got a mental block. I literally cannot pot a ball down the cushion there now. Because obviously I've been doing it probably before anyone. Obviously I went out there first when I retired. And so I kind of know what it's like, and it's just...
Like you say, our mentality of, like you say, red's under the black, you're dropping them in.
Yeah.
So we ain't got that mentality of stunning them in, because they reckon they sort of bends the pocket a little bit, the rubber in the pocket. So that's their mentality, and who's to say they ain't looked into it and that's the right way to do it.
Oh, no, such a bad shot.
Stop the press. Stephen Hendry ain't got to split on the reds. 26. I'm gonna.
30 starts coming in.
Oh no! I'm gonna have to snoop you.
No, please play properly.
There's a free ball plant on there, but I can't get to it.
Shot. Wish I never told you to do it now. Oh, that must be too hard.
Oh, what a slide!
Oh, there's a good shot. There's a good shot for you. Is that all right for you? What a shot! You know, I had the first angle. I should have gone with my first instinct, and then I changed. I forgot about the slide.
Catches me out every now and then.
God, it's fast, isn't it?
After doing some exhibitions and just ain't as quick as these.
How old is this cloth?
I'd say I just had this just up before the World, so not that old.
Shot. Nine.
Got to play for the free ball plant or open all the reds up.
Has he hit it? Has he hit it? Come on, has he hit it? 16. Shot. 17.
Still in there somewhere.
Shot. 22.
This is like the final, could be our final match, 1-1. Crucible.
Have we only played twice, have we? Both at the Crucible, right?
Yeah.
23.
Your last year, my first year at the Crucible, and your last year at the Crucible.
Wow. I've obviously had it a little bit, but how was it not to qualify for the Crucible? Is it just like, we seen each other at the Champions Dinner?
Yeah.
Or the new Champions Dinner the night before it starts, too, and you were, visibly depressed. Sorry, I'm putting you off. Really good 30 that was.
Yeah, no, I had a bad day at the office against Michael Holt in the qualifier. And it
Did you watch any of it?
Little bits here and there, little snippets.
That too much.
Yeah, it was tough watching.
It's hard to watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if I ever got beat in the first round, like you beat me the first, I just find any way not to watch it after. It is that one more than anything.
Yeah. Sure.
Scared to hit this so fast. What do you think's caused your going to things too depressing, but to be out the 16? What do you think's been missing from a lot, or is it just? I mean, I know that there's a fine line in it between winning and losing these days with the standard of players, but generally, can you put your finger on it?
The start of last season, I was losing just a few close deciders.
Yeah.
By lads sort of in first, second rounds, and they'd either go on to win it or go on to the final. I just come up against a player that just played better on the day.
Yeah.
Felt like I was playing good in myself, so I weren't getting sort of hard on myself.
Yeah.
Which obviously
you got to
can
the final of the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
You said to me, didn't you feel you were playing that well, did you?
No. I felt like I was playing better before Christmas. And then I sort of struggled.
Oh, God.
1-0 to you. I felt like I was playing good before Christmas, and then I had a couple of matches where I lost 4-0, 5-0 in quick succession.
Right.
And then I ended up going to Thailand. I made probably practice 6 hours in 10 days.
Right.
I just obviously went over to see some friends, played golf, just sort of get away from it all. And then turned up at Hong Kong, no expectations. Played our good friend Mark Williams in the first round.
Oh no, look at this.
25 start.
Oh, it is.
End up getting through that match. Like you say, we were talking about, felt like a little bit of yips here and there.
Yeah, I was going to bring up the dreaded Y word.
Yes. And then it sort of went through the tournament, ended up beating, I think, Wu Yiza in the second round, Selby 4-2 down, and ended up winning 5-4. And then played Judd, weren't missing the ball, jabbing everything. Obviously got in the final and then the wheels literally come off.
So when did it, in terms of the yips, obviously mine's well documented, when did it happen first for you? And what sort of shot was it? I think you don't want to talk, but I think talking about it might help you.
Yeah, no, definitely, no. I remember when did you bring a book out?
A long time ago, yeah.
And I remember bumping into you in at the UK in York, and we was in the players' room, and you were sitting down, and I said, I've just read your book, or I might have listened to it on a audio book or whatever. And I said, I sort of understand what you were sort of going through, because it sort of come up then. Right, okay. But then the following season, it just disappeared. Right. Not thought about it.
Is it with you not being able to go through? Mine started at certain shots. I'd want to go through the cue ball, but I physically couldn't. This right hand would stop me going through the cue ball. Now, then it goes into what you were chatting before about. I find it almost impossible sometimes to pause. Yeah. Because power shots, you need to have that, whether it's a split second. Yeah. It doesn't have to be long, but it has to be something just so you can get. And I can't. You'll see if I have a shot to black into the pack, it just looks horrendous. Yeah. And is that a similar thing?
Yeah, yeah. There's certain shots where it's more like an anxiety. Yeah. It's like you're sort of getting down knowing, oh, this is that shot. It will come up.
Yes. I mean, I actually play the wrong shot, just to sort of avoid a shot that I know that I'll yip.
I might play for something to finish high, and then also I'll finish just off straight, and I know I've got to play it bottom with side, and like you say, you feel like it. When you're down on the shot, it feels like you're throwing your arm at it.
Yeah, one of the shots that I used to really send shivers down my spine, if I had a low black, and you just got to hold for a red into there, like slow. I mean, I'd be like, just because if you watch the likes of, I mean, Zintong now, O'Sullivan, and lots of players have these long back, but can just sort of like go through that, and it's almost like a deceleration, but it's just, and I'm like, to be able to do that, to go through the cue ball.
Yeah, I've been trying loads of things, soften the grip. Obviously, talking to you at that Champions dinner, obviously Dave was saying about looking at your tip. Yeah, trying everything. Yeah, and like I say, I think with the new cue, also I feel like I can trust a few shots again. I'm seeing. Like how I used to see it. Right, okay. And it seemed to have gone a little bit.
If I could go back to playing the way I was when I was 14, 15, just natural. Yeah. Just getting down and cue and that, I mean, that'd be the ultimate. Exactly. But you can never get back to that.
No. Like, so you obviously
Too many scars.
Yeah. Yeah. You got bills to pay and stuff like that. You got your kids saying, can I have FIFA points? And
Tiger Woods says you can't play any top sport if you've got chaos between the ears. Yeah. I mean, everything comes into it at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. So can I try and pot this now? Absolute million.
Shot. Like Q-tips therapy.
But yeah, I don't know if it's now I can start trusting the cue or just doing something different.
Well, as I say, if it's something that takes your mind off that, I suppose anything like that helps, I suppose. But yeah, well, I mean, Steve was done to me. I mean, it's actually, I don't play a lot of snooker, and I probably if I sort of maybe start putting an hour or 2 hours a day and concentrating on what he gave me about, watching the tips slowly come back, I might be able to get to the stage where I can semi-play. Yeah. Shot. What is that? Is that three blacks?
Oh, I think it was. Shut.
What did you think of Sintong World Championship?
Unbelievable.
Obviously, you were at the qualifiers. Obviously, was he playing? He had a couple of tough qualifiers, didn't he?
I see
a couple
that.
of 10-8s.
Yeah, one was against Elliot Slesser. One was against a fellow Chinese guy. But yeah, absolute class act. Yeah. Different class. Just can't seem to faze him.
No,
that's. He just looks so calm and.
It's a thing. He just never looked under any pressure.
Yeah.
At any stage.
And sort of the years of watching sort of Ding, felt like he was under the pressure. He was just a total different.
Oh God! See, that was a non-existent pause at the back there. But when I give him that slow, at least I get something on the cue ball.
Yeah.
I mean, if I completely yipped it, I mean, the cue ball would be here.
Yeah.
And I'd probably butcher the black. The game still does my brain in.
So you don't practice?
No. This is the only time I play, when I do these things, and maybe the odd exhibition. It's just
16?
Just something that was so easy and it was so difficult. There's a lot of talk about a lot of players whether he should get his ranking points. Where are you with it for the world?
I think when you look at it, he was going to be seeded 2 for every tournament.
Right.
He got his tour card, so he's on the tour, but he shouldn't have got his points, because I think that's a bit unfair. Obviously, the players he's knocked out of the 16, 32, 64 and things like that.
Oh, I thought I got that.
Obviously, looking at it, there was always going to be pushed out anyway.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be seeded 2 for every tournament.
Yeah.
But I think it sort of, I'm not 100% sure, did they change the rules for him?
Right.
Because I suppose it's never happened before.
Right.
I thought I heard someone like Ken sort of saying, no, he don't keep his points, and then after the tournament, he was keeping his points.
Right.
So
there's a bit of confusion there.
Yeah. So obviously Ken's on the board, and so if anyone should know the rules, he should know the rules. Yeah. So it's a bit like that. Obviously, I think it knocked Ali out of the 16. Zach Shirty obviously had a good run at the Worlds.
Yeah.
Pushed him out to 64.
Right.
So yeah, it's cost people rankings and things like that.
Yeah.
Because obviously Zach, he's obviously a good friend. I practice with him. I think he's now got to get his. He was, I think, number 1 on the 1-year list or 2-year list or whatever. So he's got to now start from scratch again.
Right.
To keep his point for another. So it does cost people.
Yes. Yeah. As you say, it was going to be second seed anyway. As I say, I mean, just going by his whole attitude, I mean, it doesn't seem to be something that I don't suppose he would be that bothered about either.
No.
Because as you say, seeded 2, he's going to have the 6 set. He's going to be up there in no time anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, if it wasn't big enough already in China, it's just going to be absolutely huge now, isn't it? Have you been there since he's won it?
Yeah, we had the expo. We had the Chinese expo.
Of course you did, yeah.
First time I've ever been. There was 6 halls, and every hall was like a size of a football pitch and a half. Cues, cloth, tables.
Really? Anything
to do with billiards or like the cue sports. Was
Sintong there?
I believe he was there.
Right.
Ding had a 10-man police escort walking through everyone as he does, but I think they had like 1 million people through the doors every day.
Really?
It's just absolutely mad.
It is when you look at the UK and you can hardly find a snooker club now.
I know. Yeah. Obviously, but it's like this hay ball.
Yeah.
It's the Chinese 8 ball. It seems like all the players now are going to that. There's a bit more money in it.
Yeah.
I think as we landed, my manager Taylor, Wilson, Kyron's brother, he showed us a blueprint of the world. They're going to build the World Championships out in China.
Right.
But like 5 times bigger.
Right.
So obviously, we'll see in the future.
Yeah. I will say in these matches, I've gone 2-0 up against Sean and lost, 2-0 up against Robertson and lost.
Right.
So I tend to good start.
So you got all the talking at the start, and then you get serious.
Exactly, yeah. And the questions run out. All of a sudden, we come back. Right, I'm going to take this on. I'm fed up playing safe.
I remember you saying safety's overrated.
Safety's we don't. You have never done and will ever get a point for a safety shot.
No.
No, listen, it is important, but it just gets in the way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Shot. Nice nudge on the blue, is it?
But just show, I mean, the way Xintong plays, I mean, his safety's good, but it's not
fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But you can score
yeah.
pot long balls. That's the way.
That's it. Yeah. So obviously, the most question I get asked is sort of like the class of '92.
Yeah.
Like why they're so good, why are they still about, and it's. I sort of look at years of playing.
Do you know what? I knew that was going to happen, and I still played it.
You had like Davis, I might have said it before, Davis in the 80s, sort of the tactical side. Obviously you in the 90s and 2000s, just break building for fun. And then you've got the class of 92, I think the best of both.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they've come through that era of like knowing you needed to score, but you've got the safety game with it, and
yeah.
And I think that's the difference why, like the kids coming through, like you say, Xintong, great potter, great break builder, but ain't got a great safety game. Same as Judd. Judd's had to learn.
Yeah. I mean, Judd's tactical game is incredible now compared to what it was, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I said, Wu Yiza, CJ Wee, obviously two amazing talents. Not really a tactical game to talk of, really.
No, they just want to pot everything, and they sort of do at the moment.
Have you ever practiced safety? Do you ever practice safety?
You sort of trying to practice like half ball, quarter ball shots.
Right, okay.
You're putting balls on up here, trying to nudge, like cannon them and things like that. Yeah. One of my old coaches, Vic Harris, used to say, well, you're good at potting, pot a safety shot. Yeah. So pretend the pocket's here on the cushion and pot it in.
Well, you've got to be just as accurate. I never ever gave as much concentration as a pot. Just seemed to like, say, got in the way. I just keep leaving you plant. Either 3-ball plant the last frame, 2-ball plant this one.
Need it. Got to try now work out how to getting at them balls.
That was one thing he was brilliant at Xintong World Championship, splitting the birds. He just always seemed to hit the right one at the right pace.
Yeah. Is that another one?
There's a bounce.
There's so many like the young players now. They just want to get into the reds as quick as possible.
Yeah.
And I think the game of moving it around and sort of knowing what's about.
It's changed. I mean, I think Judd's game's changed a lot.
Yeah.
He was like getting to the reds as quickly as soon as possible. But now, I think because the balls open up so well, reds are going in more often maybe.
Yeah.
The way the balls are moving in the pack, I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely a way. The game, like Higgins has changed a little bit. Ronnie changed a bit. Probably before anyone else. But then you've got to trust your cue ball if you're going to play that way, haven't you?
Yeah, and that's why Ronnie's been the best.
Yeah.
His cue ball controls different class to anyone's.
18.
I've got to play it. Would you say that?
Yeah, it's a certainty. Unmissable. Try to talk you into playing it. No, it is. I think that's unmissable. $19. 24.
So I sort of practice sometimes when the balls are like that, and like you don't need to do cannons.
No.
So you just try and mix things up, and instead of just going in and open them up and.
25. $32.
This is it.
This is the one. Shut. 33. Definitely the O'Reilly tables, they were less scary than ones. Everyone seems to say the tables in China play a lot easier than the ones in the UK.
It seems that
40,
way.
yeah.
Seems that way.
Certainly what I watch on TV, they look more forgiving.
Yeah.
40. Oh.
Don't go in off.
Good shot.
I've checked it.
Oh! I thought you'd just put your half on up. 41 gives 6. Now your middles look a little bit bigger than they were at the World, because I looked at this shot. I mean, you see the shot that Wakeland played from there?
Yeah, yeah, and Xing Tong played one as well.
Yeah.
Shot.
Nice cue ball. Nice cue ball.
Good recovery. Puts you
Need a pink.
5, yeah.
Takes a 2-0 lead. Again. Oh, all of a sudden, yeah, the proper stuff come out now, yeah. Oh, that looked good in the air. Good cue ball. Can you still do like a 5-hour day?
Playing
More
someone?
different- Playing someone you can.
I can, yeah.
Right.
Obviously find it hard. Obviously got a nice comfy chair over there. Pick my phone up.
Yeah.
Stop for a cup of tea. It's sort of lasts for about an hour.
Whoa. That was good. That one will hit the highlight reel.
He's found a table that he's good at.
Oh, he's got the pace. Got to hold myself together now. This could be a scalp. This could be a scalp.
So what was it? Was it 2012?
2012, yeah.
You actually made a max against me as well.
I know. I mean, that was just a yip. He got me. That was naughty. That he got me thinking about 147s there. Now that was naughty. That was. Yeah, talking about the yips, there was a few in that break.
Yeah.
Everyone said I think I hit about 6 or 7 shots properly, and the rest was like, well, you know, you just like put 100% effort,
yeah.
and it doesn't feel good, but you get the ball in the pocket somehow.
Yeah.
It's like the amount of people have said to me, "Oh, wow, you look good. You made a maximum and everything. Why do you retire?" I said, "Well, you don't know how bad it felt."
Yeah. How many people gone, "Oh, you look so good and calm in that," and I'm
Yeah.
like, and I was shaking like a leaf. There's a plant there, isn't there?
No, I don't think it's set. Still can't believe I missed that last red. Oh, here it is. Gets to the business stage.
Here we go.
Here it is.
Sure. See, back in the day, I'd smash these open, and I don't think it's on.
No, not from where you are, I don't think.
Yeah, I think like looking back at what you say, the difference is of today, and I think where before I'd be attacking and don't care. Now all of a sudden you care about shots.
Well, as I say, you have scars, don't you? You've been punished a few times from bad shots, and it kind of puts you off.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get near a long pot. Can't get near a long pot. Getting away with it. Oh no, it's not. Black's nicely tied up. Whoa.
Not punishing. Not punishing.
Well, I mean, if I can somehow get a 30 break.
Get half day.
Yeah. Attacking shot. See, this is what people don't do these days. Oh, that was supposed to make contact with the pink. That was supposed to be pink full ball.
It was a bit thin, wasn't it?
I mean, how many chances do you want to win, eh? Oh, that's far too thick. It's far too thick.
I've got a punisher now.
6. Right, I'm not going to ask you, I'm going to let you concentrate here. Because I feel you don't want to get beat 3-0, even with 30 starts, 3-0 by me on your own table.
I'll never live it down.
Yeah, 1. Good choice. Clearing the pink spot. 7. 13. 14. 20. 21.
Big shot.
Yeah. I thought you might be tempted to top or get the black into play, but no, staying sensible. I like it.
Don't think I've ever been called sensible before.
28. But that's it in break building. There seems to be very few risks taken if you can help it.
Yeah.
34. 35. 41. 42. The break's getting a little bit harder. 48.
Never thought of getting into coaching?
I don't know enough about the game technically. 49. And even then, even if I got the mental, I mean, if someone's 4-0 down the interval, what am I going to say? I'm not going to start giving the hairdryer treatment like Ian Doyle used to give me. They just look at me and say, get the hell out of here. I don't know what I'd bring.
Might get the odd one, listen to you.
Yeah. I mean, obviously know about the sort of more the winning side of the game, I suppose, in break building, but yeah.
Might have to go granite on you now. I can't do it.
Snook's got the same trainers on. You've had, how many coaches have you had?
I've had 7, 6, 7 over
so
the years.
Do you obviously, do you understand the technical side of the game a lot more? Or?
I listen to sort of people and then sort of try and put my own spin on it.
Yeah.
I've just sort of...
I kind of wish that I'd never met a coach in my life.
Yeah.
When I say when you go back to the way he played naturally, but then I will say in the beginning, Frank Callan helped my long game a lot. He kind of introduced the pause into my cue action, which I think was a big thing for me in terms of consistently putting long balls. But when you start to, so you say different coaches with different philosophies, different way, then it can start to...
Yeah, that's when it can start messing you up. I've always been pretty sort of laid back and sort of positive on stuff. I'd Gary Fultness, and it probably didn't help, bit of old school.
Right.
All of a sudden, like, since working with him, I'm like, how unlucky is that, or how unlucky is this? And all of a sudden you feel a bit sorry for yourself on certain things.
It's one of the reasons I kept away, or Ian told, was keeping me away from mixing with other players when I was out, because you start to think that other players are constantly moaning about something. You know what snooker players are like.
Yeah.
Always moaning about something.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself doing the same thing. You're like, oh my God, it's like, what am I doing?
Yeah. And I think the last couple of years have done that, where I'm like, I listen to everyone, listen to commentary, and it's like, well, there's your chance.
Yeah.
If you didn't take it, it's your fault.
Yeah, of course it is.
Where I've always had that philosophy sort of thing, and since then it's like, I've like missed the first black opener Reds, and they've made, he's played well. Well, no, not really. I've missed the black.
Players never think that they're unlucky either. You say, do you see the run of the ball with like Griffiths when he was with me? He used to say, yeah, but remember that one that shot you played and you got away? Oh yeah.
That's it, yeah. That's like, you obviously listen to you on commentary, and it's like, I might get one little flick, ball run, here he is. And it's like, hang on, did you just see three shots? He ain't played for that ball, he ain't played for that ball, he's landed on stuff.
I know. Well, unfortunately, you called yourself that, you've let yourself in for all those comments now.
I feel sorry for you. I want you to win a match.
I'll tell you what, one good shot, surely this is it. One good pot.
So,
as you say, we've just been saying there's no excuse now. No excuse.
I'm getting soft in my old age. The killer instinct's gone. Just want to enjoy stuff.
Mine hasn't. I'm trying so hard here. It's a joke. You can see the veins popping up my head here. Sit. Sorry. Oh, I didn't look at the green. Oh.
29. Just a yellow, I think.
29. Oh, yeah. It's a win. Well, yeah, when I pot this, you might play on. Not now.
Oh, look, fraying with side and everything now. It's flaring it up.
I mean, I had to aim off straight that went up to my cue there. Still spinning.
Oh. Well played.
I win. Thanks very much. I can't believe it. Yes, get in.